How many of you were ever warned not to go to a college without a strong Jewish community? I cannot tell you how many conversations I had over my senior year of high school where I would be recounting a college visit and somebody would stop me and ask, "Did you visit the Hillel?" I found that there was almost a stigma around going to a school that didn't have a heavy population of Jews. But the past 10 weeks have taught me the value in being the only Jew in the room, a value I didn't even think existed. I grew up a 3-minute walk away from Beechwood, Ohio's Jewish Museum. To highlight just how Jewish Beechwood, Ohio is, I like to talk about the intersection in which my entire life revolved around. On one side, my Jewish day school next to a temple, next to my temple, and on the other side was my public high school next to about 7 other temples. I was raised in a literal Jewish bubble. So when it came time for me to make my college decision, and I said Depaul University, people laughed at the idea of such a Jewishly involved teenager heading to the largest Catholic university in the nation. And it was really scary to come to a place where for the first time in my life, I wouldn't be surrounded by the majority of people being Jews. But I did it. And you know, when you come to college, you introduce yourself to 1,000 different people. And I had no idea what to expect when I said the words, "I'm Jewish." But that normally comes up around 30 seconds of talking to me. So I did. And I was shocked by the intrigue and outpour of questions that I got, from the bread we eat to my bat mitzvah and Israel and everything in between. If you think about it, Jews only make up 2% of this entire population of the world. And so to only stay in communities with those 2% is really a disservice to the future generations to come. If you look at our history, time after time, Jews are demonized and criticized, and we need all of the allies we can get. It doesn't really matter if 2 years from now I'm still talking to my college roommate right now. But what does matter is that if in those 2 years she hears an anti-Israel comment, she can say, "Wait, I had a roommate and she taught me about this, and there's a lot more to the story." And that is so powerful. Now, as someone who will only date Jews, let me tell you, it's not the easiest to be in a college environment that's not primarily Jewish. And in all seriousness, I talk to my friends and we catch up, and I hear that they're going from AE Pi to ZBT to SAMI, and it's hard not to be jealous that they have so many Jews surrounding them when they're not at Hillel. But I've learned that there is such a value in being a Jewish representative where there aren't Jewish representatives. Very many, of course, there are. Look at the room. But so I understand the intrigue in wanting to go to a college where you're going to be surrounded by people just like you. But I urge any college or any high school senior who has a strong Jewish background to think about venturing outside your comfort zone and being a representative for the people that you grew up with, because it leads to such growth. It leads to personal growth, it leads to growth within your school community, and it leads to growth within the entire Jewish community. I did something that many in my community didn't think I was going to do, and some even warned me not to. And it made me not just more proud to be a part of the Jewish community, but to be a representative of the Jewish community.